is Finn Downhill, and I'm here with Tim Kendall, Director of Monetization at Facebook. And we've just completed a session on Branding Without Borders, where Tim was a speaker. And social media is a huge part of Branding Without Borders and the whole digital web. So Tim, tell me about the role that Facebook has played in this exponential growth of social media, particularly in the last 12 months.
Yeah, well, we've seen explosive user growth, so we're up to 175 million active users, and we've seen that growth happen not only in the United States, where we're still growing very rapidly, but also internationally. So, Western Europe, Canada, even some really impressive early growth in the Far East and in South America as well. We think that we're obviously a major player within the social media world. We're seeing obviously very, very rapid user growth, 500,000 new users each and every day. And we're seeing lots of marketers actually come on the site and use the tools that we have to reach out to those users who are obviously their potential customers.
I've personally noticed I'm getting Facebook friend requests from people that I went to school with 30 years ago. And it's absolutely, it seems to be constant every day. So obviously there is huge growth in Europe. We're at Search Engine Strategies, and we're all looking at ways to market and use different tools and different channels. And another thing that I noticed, particularly in our own business, is that we've had some outstanding success with Facebook ads, particularly if you're dealing with a lifestyle type of client. In our case, we had a tennis client, and we had the best ROI of any paid channel that we used for a multi-channel interactive campaign for a tournament that they ran. So talk to me a little bit about businesses can use this phenomenon, and particularly the Facebook ads.
Sure. So we have a whole set of advertising solutions that appeal to very, very large brands all the way down to sort of your mom and pop type of local business. And we've seen success all the way sort of up and down that spectrum. On the brand side, we have about, I think, 72, 73 of the top brand spenders using Facebook for marketing and running our ads, or running ads for their brand. And then at the bottom of that sort of, if you think about the brands at the top and then the smaller businesses at the bottom, we've seen lots of local businesses have great success on Facebook. There's a business in California called StoreQuest that did a lot of paid search marketing to promote their storage facility service. And they started marketing using Facebook ads, targeting students who were departing for college, or leaving to go home for the summer in sort of May timeframe, right at the end of the semester. So they targeted people, and this StoreQuest is right near UC Santa Barbara, so they targeted UC Santa Barbara students who were freshmen, sophomores, and juniors, all of whom were leaving but were probably going to return. They didn't target seniors, so they were able to really efficiently go after who the prospective customer could be, which in that case were students leaving for the summer who needed a place to store their things. And they actually saw better ROI through that marketing spend than they did through paid search, similar to your experience.
Absolutely, and the demographic targeting on Facebook is outstanding. Yeah. The only problem is, because I'm a woman over 40, they all think I'm fat, so they keep showing me ads to tell me I need to go on a diet. But apart from that, like when we did the tennis client, for example, we were able to say people who like tennis, we know their age group demographics, so we're able to say the exact age. How accurate do you think people are in their profiles in Facebook?
Sure. I mean, our experience, having sort of anecdotally tested that, is that they're very accurate. And the reason for that is that people are connected to people who they actually know in the real world. And so by virtue of being connected to people who know who you are and know everything about you, they tend to call you out if you tend to share information that isn't sort of authentic about yourself. And that's a norm, a social norm that really developed on the site early days when the site was originally in a college environment, which I would argue is probably the most socially dense environment you could imagine, right? Yes. Everyone knows everybody and everyone knows what everyone else is doing.
Isn't that how Facebook started?
That is how Facebook started, and actually that's one of the reasons I would explain why this sort of social norm has persisted, that people are very authentic about the information that they share about themselves, which is great in terms of a product and a service for users. It also ends up being very good for advertisers because you can count on that data being real and authentic.
Okay. Thank you, Tim. And there you have it, using Facebook for business. And I personally have had outstanding success with some of our clients. And Tim, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.